Welcome to our channel, USA Coins 69. In this video I am going to tell you about the United States of America buffalo nickels, which are very valuable and rare. Top 1. The 1925 buffalo nickel is one of the most iconic coins in American history. More than just a piece of currency, it is a symbol of early 20th century America, a nation still expanding, evolving, and defining its identity. This coin is not just metal, it is a piece of art, history, and culture, all combined into one tiny masterpiece. Designed by the renowned sculptor James O. Fraser, the buffalo nickel, also known as the Indian head nickel, is among the most beloved coins ever produced by the United States Mint. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey into the world of this legendary coin, uncovering its origins, design intricacies, production details, collector interest, and of course, its jaw-dropping market value. Let's start by traveling back in time to the early 20th century, when the United States was undergoing significant changes. The 1920s were known as the Roaring Twenties, a period of economic prosperity, cultural shifts, and technological advancements. The country had emerged victorious from World War I, and industries were booming. Automobiles, radios, and skyscrapers were transforming the urban landscape, yet much of America was still deeply connected to its rural past. It was an era of transition, where old traditions met new innovations. Amidst this backdrop, the buffalo nickel was already in circulation, having been introduced in 1913. The coin replaced the Liberty head nickel, which had been in use since 1883. The decision to redesign the nickel was driven by the U.S. Treasury's desire to create a more artistic and meaningful design that reflected American heritage. The Mint chose James O. Fraser, a gifted sculptor and former student of the famous artist Augustus St. Gaudens, to bring this vision to life. Fraser's goal was clear. He wanted a coin that captured the spirit of the American frontier and honored the native people and wildlife that had long defined the landscape. On the obverse, the 1925 buffalo nickel showcases a striking portrait of a Native American chief, his gaze strong and dignified. But did you know that this face was not based on just one individual? Fraser combined the features of three real-life Native American leaders: Iron Tail of the Sioux, Two Moons of the Cheyenne, and Big Tree of the Kiowa. He carefully studied their faces, ensuring that the design was not just a generic representation but rather a respectful tribute to the indigenous tribes that had played a crucial role in American history. The word Liberty is engraved along the upper right rim, and the date, 1925, is positioned just below the chin. Now, turning the coin over to the reverse, we are met with the powerful image of a buffalo, also known as the American bison. This particular buffalo was modeled after Black Diamond, a famous bison that resided at the Central Park Zoo in New York City. Fraser, fascinated by the animal's strength and grandeur, wanted to depict it in all its natural majesty. The bison stands atop a raised mound of earth, with the words, "United States of America," arched above it, and the Latin phrase, "E pluribus unum," positioned just below. At the bottom, the denomination, 5 cents, is boldly inscribed. Interestingly, the original design of the buffalo nickel featured a higher relief, meaning that the mound on which the buffalo stood was more pronounced. However, this led to excessive wear over time, and the design had to be modified in later years to make the coin more durable. The 1925 buffalo nickel was minted at 3 different U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, Denver Mint, D Mint mark, San Francisco Mint, S Mint mark. Among these, the San Francisco Mint, S Mint mark, coins are the rarest, as they had the lowest mintage. If you happen to find a 1925 S buffalo nickel, you might be in possession of a true numismatic treasure. To locate the mint mark, simply check beneath the 5 cents inscription on the reverse side of the coin. If you see a small D or S, that indicates the mint that produced the coin. If no mint mark is present, it means the coin was minted in Philadelphia. Now, let's discuss why this coin is so valuable today. The Buffalo Nickel series, despite its popularity, suffered from design issues that caused the coins to wear down quickly. The raised details, especially the date and the buffalo's features, tended to erode over time. As a result, finding a well-preserved 1925 buffalo nickel with sharp details is extremely difficult. Many circulated examples are heavily worn, with faint or missing dates. Collectors seek out high-grade specimens where the date, the chief's hair, and the buffalo's fur are still crisp and visible. Grading plays a crucial role in determining the value of a 1925 buffalo nickel. Coins are generally graded on a scale from pur P1 to mint state MS 70. Here's a general idea of what each grade represents: good, G4 heavy wear, but the date is still readable. Fine, F12 moderate wear, but most details are still visible. Very fine, VF20 to VF30 light wear, with sharp details remaining. Extremely fine, EF40 to EF45 minor wear on the highest points, but overall excellent detail. About uncirculated, -50 Australian dollars to -58 Australian dollars, slight traces of wear, mostly on the raised areas. Mint state, MS60 to MS70, no signs of wear, with full mint luster and original details intact. For collectors, higher grade examples of the 1925 buffalo nickel, especially those with strong details and original luster, are the most valuable. Coins that have been well preserved and certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can fetch astonishing prices at auctions. Now, let's get to the moment you've been waiting for: the true market value of the 1925 buffalo nickel in today's numismatic world. While lower-grade circulated versions can still be acquired for relatively modest prices, a well-preserved, high-grade example, especially one with a rare mint mark, has been known to sell for an absolutely incredible $199,000. This is why collectors and investors alike hunt for rare buffalo nickels. Knowing that these tiny pieces of history are not only beautiful but also hold extraordinary monetary value. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, the 1925 buffalo nickel is a coin worth exploring, collecting, and preserving. So next time you come across one, take a closer look. You might just be holding a six-figure treasure in your hands. Top 2. The 1934 buffalo nickel is a remarkable piece of American coinage history, a relic from an era of resilience and transformation. This iconic 5-cent piece, designed by the legendary sculptor James O. Fraser, stands as a tribute to the heritage, culture, and spirit of the American frontier. The Buffalo Nickel series, also known as the Indian Head Nickel, has long been a favorite among collectors and historians alike, cherished for its bold design, rich symbolism, and historical significance. Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the fascinating story behind the 1934 Buffalo Nickel, delving into its design origins, minting details, rarity, collector demand, and ultimate value. The 1930s were a turbulent time in American history. The country was in the midst of the Great Depression, a period of economic hardship, widespread unemployment, and financial instability. The stock market crash of 1929 had sent shockwaves throughout the nation, and by 1934, millions of Americans were struggling to make ends meet. Despite these challenges, the U.S. Mint continued to produce coins that served not only as currency but also as symbols of national identity and perseverance. The Buffalo Nickel was one such coin, a design that had been in circulation since 1913 and remained one of the most artistically significant coins ever produced. James O. Fraser's inspiration for the Buffalo Nickel came from his deep admiration for the Native American people and the untamed wilderness of the American West. As a young boy growing up in the Dakota Territory, Fraser had first-hand experiences with frontier life, indigenous tribes, and the majestic bison that roamed the plains. His goal with this coin was to capture the essence of the American frontier, honoring both the Native American heritage and the wildlife that played a crucial role in shaping the nation's identity. On the obverse front of the 1934 Buffalo Nickel, we see the striking profile of a Native American chief, a powerful and dignified figure that embodies strength and resilience. But did you know that this portrait is a composite of 3 real-life Native American leaders? Fraser revealed that he based the design on Iron Tail, Oglala Lakota, 2 Moons, Cheyenne, and Big Tree, Kiowa. Their combined features resulted in a bold and lifelike representation, making this one of the most revered portraits in American numismatics. Above the portrait, the word Liberty is engraved, and the date 1934 is positioned just below the chief's chin. Now, flipping the coin over to the reverse back side, we are greeted with an image of a majestic American bison, also known as the buffalo. This bison was modeled after Black Diamond, a famous buffalo that lived at the Central Park Zoo in New York City. Fraser carefully observed Black Diamond's powerful stance, rugged fur, and commanding presence to create a design that truly captured the spirit of the wild. The bison stands on a raised mound of earth, with the words, United States of America, curving along the top edge. Just below that, the Latin phrase, E pluribus unum, is inscribed, meaning, out of many, one. At the bottom, the denomination, 5 cents, is boldly displayed. The 1934 Buffalo nickel was minted at 2 different U.S. mint facilities * Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, * Denver Mint, D mint mark. To determine which mint produced a specific 1934 Buffalo nickel, you simply need to look beneath the 5 cents inscription on the reverse side. If there is a small d, it was minted in Denver. If no mint mark is present, it was minted in Philadelphia. The Denver mint-produced coins tend to be scarcer, making them more desirable among collectors. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Buffalo nickel series is its tendency to wear down quickly. Due to the coin's raised features, particularly the date and the bison's fur, many Buffalo nickels became heavily worn over time. This makes finding a well-preserved 1934 Buffalo nickel especially challenging. Many surviving examples today exhibit significant wear, with faint or even missing dates. Collectors highly prize coins with sharp details, especially in mint state, MS condition. Grading plays a crucial role in determining the value of a 1934 Buffalo nickel. Coins are typically graded on a scale from pur P1 to mint state, MS 70. Here's a breakdown of what each grade means: * good, G4 heavy wear, but the date is still readable. * fine, F12 moderate wear, but key details remain visible. * very fine, VF20 to VF30 light wear, but most intricate details are still intact. * extremely fine, EF40 to EF45 minor wear on the highest points, but an overall sharp appearance. * about uncirculated, -50 Australian dollars to -58 Australian dollars, slight traces of wear, mostly on raised surfaces. * mint state, MS60 to MS70 no wear at all, with full mint luster and pristine details. Collectors seek out high-grade specimens of the 1934 Buffalo nickel, particularly those that have been certified by PCGS or NGC. Coins that exhibit full details, strong luster, and well-struck features are incredibly rare and highly valuable. Another factor that adds to the rarity and desirability of this coin is the historical significance of the year 1934. As America was working to recover from the Great Depression, this was a time of new policies, economic reforms, and shifting national priorities. The coins from this period serve as tangible reminders of a nation striving to rebuild and push forward. Owning a 1934 Buffalo nickel is like holding a piece of history, a reminder of America's strength, perseverance, and enduring spirit. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part: the true market value of a 1934 Buffalo nickel in today's numismatic world. While lower-grade circulated examples can still be found at modest prices, a high-grade, well-preserved specimen, especially one with a strong strike and minimal wear, can be worth an astonishing $177,000. This incredible value is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your journey, the Buffalo nickel series is one that offers both historical intrigue and financial potential. So, if you ever come across a 1934 Buffalo nickel, take a closer look. You might just be holding a six-figure treasure in your hands. Top 3. The 1935 Buffalo nickel is a stunning representation of American history, embodying the nation's frontier spirit and the resilience of its people. Designed by the renowned sculptor James O. Fraser, this coin has fascinated collectors for decades with its bold imagery and rich symbolism. The Buffalo nickel, also known as the Indian head nickel, was first introduced in 1913 and remained in circulation until 1938, making it one of the most beloved coins in U.S. history. But what makes the 1935 Buffalo nickel so special? In this journey, we will explore the history, design, minting details, collector appeal, and finally, its astonishing value. The early 1930s were a time of recovery for the United States. The Great Depression had left millions of Americans struggling, but by 1935, there were signs of hope. New Deal programs were in effect, and industries were slowly regaining their strength. Even in the midst of economic hardship, coin production continued, and the Buffalo nickel was still a widely used denomination in everyday transactions. The year 1935 marked one of the last full years of production for this coin, adding to its historical significance. The Buffalo nickel's design is a tribute to America's past. Fraser, inspired by his childhood experiences in the Dakota Territory, wanted to create a coin that celebrated the Native American people and the untamed wilderness of the West. His design was bold and unconventional for the time, standing in stark contrast to the more classical coin designs of previous decades. The obverse front of the coin features the profile of a Native American chief, a powerful and dignified figure that embodies strength and honor. Fraser later revealed that this portrait was actually a composite of 3 real Native American leaders: Iron Tail, Oglala Lakota; Two Moons, Cheyenne; and Big Tree, Kiowa. Their combined features resulted in a strikingly lifelike depiction. The word, Liberty, is inscribed along the right side of the coin, and the date, 1935, is prominently displayed just below the chief's chin. Turning to the reverse, back, of the coin, we find an image of a majestic American bison, commonly referred to as a buffalo. Fraser based this design on Black Diamond, a bison that lived in the Central Park Zoo in New York City. The coin captures the creature's raw power, rugged fur, and imposing stance. The bison stands on a raised mound, with the words, United States of America, curving along the top, and the Latin phrase, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one. Below, the denomination, 5 cents, is prominently displayed. The 1935 Buffalo nickel was minted at 3 different U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark, Denver Mint, D Mint Mark, San Francisco Mint, S Mint Mark. The mint mark, if present, is found just below the 5 cents inscription on the reverse side. The San Francisco S and Denver D mint marks are highly sought after by collectors, as these variations tend to be scarcer than their Philadelphia counterparts. One of the unique aspects of the Buffalo nickel series is that it was prone to heavy wear. The design, while beautiful, featured raised details, particularly the date and the buffalo's fur, that would quickly wear down with circulation. As a result, finding a well-preserved 1935 Buffalo nickel today can be a challenge. Many surviving coins show significant wear, with faint or missing details. Coin grading is a crucial factor in determining the value of a 1935 Buffalo nickel. Coins are graded on a scale from poor P1 to mint state, MS 70. Here's a breakdown of what each grade represents: good, G4 heavy wear, date and details are mostly worn away, fine, F12 moderate wear, but key features are still visible, very fine, VF20 to VF30 light wear, with sharper details, extremely fine, EF40 to EF45 minimal wear, and intricate details remain intact, about uncirculated, -50 Australian dollars to -58 Australian dollars, slight traces of wear on the highest points, mint state, MS60 to MS70 no wear at all, full mint luster and sharp details. Collectors are especially interested in mint state specimens, as these coins maintain their original luster, sharp strikes, and full details. If you ever find a 1935 Buffalo nickel in high-grade condition, you may be holding on to something truly special. In addition to regular strikes, collectors are always on the lookout for error coins, which can significantly increase a Buffalo nickel's value. Some of the most well-known errors in the Buffalo nickel series include double dies, off-center strikes, and overdates. If you come across a 1935 Buffalo nickel with unusual features, it may be worth getting it professionally graded to determine its rarity and market value. The Buffalo nickel series was eventually discontinued in 1938, making way for the Jefferson nickel, which remains in circulation to this day. The transition marked the end of an era, as the Buffalo nickel's intricate design was replaced with a more modern aesthetic. However, this has only made the Buffalo nickel even more desirable, as collectors continue to seek out these coins for their historical and artistic significance. Now, let's get to the most exciting part: the true market value of a 1935 Buffalo nickel today. While common circulated examples may only be worth a few dollars, a high-grade, well-preserved specimen, especially one with a strong strike and minimal wear, can be worth a staggering $175,000. This incredible value makes the 1935 Buffalo nickel one of the most prized coins in American numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, the Buffalo nickel series remains one of the most rewarding and fascinating pieces of American coinage history. If you ever come across a 1935 Buffalo nickel, take a closer look. It might just be worth a small fortune. Top 4. The 1936 Buffalo nickel is one of the most iconic and historically significant coins in American numismatics. Part of the beloved Buffalo nickel series, which ran from 1913 to 1938, this coin carries a legacy of artistry, craftsmanship, and a deep connection to the nation's frontier past. Designed by the renowned sculptor James O. Fraser, the Buffalo nickel captures the essence of Native American heritage and the untamed wilderness of the American West. The 1936 issue is particularly fascinating due to its various mint marks, unique die varieties, and collector demand. Today, it stands as one of the most sought-after coins, with collectors around the world vying to add a high-grade specimen to their collections. The Buffalo nickel's design is a true masterpiece of early 20th century coinage. Unlike the more classical designs that preceded it, Fraser's work was bold, detailed, and unmistakably American. The obverse, front, of the coin features a powerful portrait of a Native American chief, whose stoic expression and intricate details make it one of the most recognizable faces in U.S. coinage. Fraser later revealed that this depiction was actually a composite of 3 real-life Native American leaders: Iron Tail, Oglala Lakota, 2 Moons, Cheyenne, and Big Tree, Kiowa. The combination of their features resulted in a striking and timeless image that remains a favorite among collectors. The word, Liberty, is inscribed along the right rim of the coin, while the date, 1936, is positioned just below the chief's chin. Flipping the coin over to the reverse, back, side, we see an equally remarkable design, a majestic American bison, commonly referred to as a buffalo. This powerful creature, standing on a raised mound, symbolizes the wild spirit of the American frontier. Fraser modeled the buffalo after Black Diamond, a real-life bison that lived at the Central Park Zoo in New York City during the early 1900s. The details in the fur, stance, and sheer presence of the animal give this coin an almost lifelike appearance. Above the bison, the words, United States of America, arc across the top, accompanied by the Latin phrase, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one. Below, the denomination, 5 cents, is prominently displayed. The 1936 Buffalo nickel was struck at 3 U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, Denver Mint, D mint mark, San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. The mint mark, if present, can be found just below the 5 cents inscription on the reverse side. Among these, the San Francisco and Denver mint-marked nickels are particularly desirable, as they had lower mintage numbers compared to Philadelphia issues. One of the challenges with Buffalo nickels, including the 1936 issue, is that they were highly susceptible to wear and tear. The raised details, particularly the date and the bison's fur, were prone to quick erosion in circulation. As a result, many surviving specimens today show significant signs of wear, making well-preserved examples particularly valuable. The condition of a coin plays a critical role in determining its worth. The grading scale for the 1936 Buffalo nickel is as follows: good, G4 heavy wear, most details faded, but the general shape remains. Fine, F12 moderate wear, with clear outlines of major design elements. Asterisk very fine, VF20 to VF30 light wear with sharp details, though some high points may be slightly worn. Asterisk extremely fine. EF40 to EF45 minimal wear, with most original details intact. Asterisk about uncirculated, -50 Australian dollars to -58 Australian dollars slight signs of wear, but nearly full detail. Asterisk mint state. MS60 to MS70 no wear at all, full mint luster and sharp strike. Collectors highly prize mint state, MS, examples, as these showcase the full beauty of Fraser's intricate design. Coins that retain their original mint luster and sharp details fetch significant premiums in the market. Aside from standard strikes, collectors also hunt for rare varieties and errors in the 1936 Buffalo nickel series. Some notable varieties include the 1936D 3.5 leg Buffalo nickel, an error coin caused by an overpolished die that partially removed one of the buffalo's legs. These rare varieties can command astonishing prices at auction. The Buffalo nickel series came to an end in 1938, making way for the Jefferson nickel, which remains in circulation today. The transition marked the conclusion of an era, as one of America's most visually striking coins was replaced with a more modern, simplified design. However, this has only added to the collectability and desirability of the Buffalo nickel, especially the 1936 issue, which represents one of the last full years of production. Now, for the part everyone has been waiting for, the true market value of a 1936 Buffalo nickel today. While circulated versions may only be worth a few dollars, a well-preserved, high-grade specimen can be worth an astonishing $172,000. This makes the 1936 Buffalo nickel one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in American history. If you ever come across one, especially in mint state condition, you may be holding on to a small fortune. Top 5. The 1937 Buffalo nickel is one of the last issues in the legendary Buffalo nickel series, which ran from 1913 to 1938. This iconic coin carries a deep connection to American history, representing both the strength of the Native American heritage and the wild spirit of the American frontier. Designed by the famed sculptor James O. Fraser, the Buffalo nickel remains one of the most beloved U.S. coins ever minted. The 1937 issue, in particular, is sought after by collectors due to its striking design, limited mintage, and unique errors that make certain variations incredibly valuable. The Buffalo nickel's design is a masterpiece that sets it apart from other coins of its era. The obverse front of the coin features a bold and powerful portrait of a Native American chief, a tribute to the indigenous peoples of North America. Fraser combined the facial features of 3 real-life Native American leaders to create this portrait: Iron Tail, Oglala Lakota, 2 Moons, Cheyenne, and Big Tree, Kiowa. This composite resulted in a striking and deeply expressive image that remains instantly recognizable to coin enthusiasts. Positioned along the right rim of the coin is the word Liberty, while the date 1937 is located just below the chief's chin. Turning to the reverse back of the coin, we are met with the majestic sight of an American bison, commonly referred to as a buffalo. This powerful animal stands atop a raised mound, exuding a sense of strength and endurance. Fraser modeled the buffalo after Black Diamond, a bison that once lived at the Central Park Zoo in New York City. His detailed engraving captures the texture of the animal's fur, the curve of its horns, and the commanding presence it held in the wild. Above the buffalo, the words, United States of America, arc along the top, with the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, inscribed just below. At the bottom, the denomination, 5 cents, is prominently displayed. The 1937 Buffalo nickel was struck at 3 different U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, Denver Mint, D mint mark, San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. The mint mark, if present, can be found just below the 5 cents inscription on the reverse side. Collectors often seek out the Denver D and San Francisco S mint-marked nickels, as they were produced in smaller quantities than the Philadelphia issues, making them more difficult to find in higher grades. One of the biggest challenges with Buffalo nickels including the 1937 issue, is their tendency to wear down quickly in circulation. The raised design elements, such as the date and the details on the buffalo's fur, were particularly prone to wear, meaning that many surviving specimens today show signs of heavy use. This makes well-preserved examples especially desirable among collectors. The condition of a coin plays a major role in determining its value. Collectors and grading experts use a standard scale to classify the 1937 buffalo nickel based on its wear and preservation *good, G4 heavy wear, with most details worn smooth, *fine, F12 moderate wear, but the design elements remain visible, very fine, VF20 to VF30 light wear with clear details and some sharpness, extremely fine, EF40 to EF45 minimal wear, with crisp details and well-defined features, about uncirculated, -50 Australian dollars to -58 Australian dollars, only slight traces of wear, maintaining most of its original detail, mint state, MS60 to MS70 no wear at all, with full mint luster and a sharp strike. Among these, mint state, MS, coins are the most valuable, as they display the coin's full beauty, intricate details, and original mint luster. Coins in the MS65 or higher range can command substantial premiums at auctions. One of the most famous error varieties in the 1937 Buffalo Nickel series is the three-legged buffalo variety. This unusual error occurred at the Denver Mint, where excessive die polishing resulted in the removal of one of the buffalo's front legs. As a result, the coin appears to depict a three-legged buffalo, making it one of the most famous and highly coveted errors in U.S. numismatic history. The Buffalo Nickel series ended in 1938, making way for the Jefferson nickel, which remains in circulation today. While the transition brought a more modern design to American coinage, it also marked the end of one of the most visually striking and historically significant coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint. And now, the moment everyone has been waiting for: the true market value of a 1937 Buffalo nickel today. While circulated versions may only be worth a few dollars, a high-grade, well-preserved specimen can reach an astonishing $169,000. This makes the 1937 Buffalo nickel one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in American numismatic history. If you happen to come across one, especially in mint state condition or with the rare three-legged buffalo error, you could be holding on to a small fortune.